I thought I turned off the Ko-Fi goal overlay, but I missed that one. Okay, cool. We're here, and I forgot to move one thing from where it needs to move to, so let me go move that. Okay. All right. I'm muted? I should not be, because I'm getting mic auxiliary on my end just fine. Yeah, I was about to say, I was earlier because I forgot to turn on subtitles, and I've been trying to make sure that we don't start the stream without having subtitles on. Hi, Cat Wizard. Hi, Shark. Hi, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I hope the day was restful and or productive for y'all. Right. So here's the skinny, because it's not April anymore. So the rent and donation drive for my stream anniversary is over. Totaled out at around $640, like about a third of the goal, a little bit under that. So between that and tax return, I'm at least covered for May. So thank y'all for spreading the word, for contributing, for doing all that other stuff. I really and truly do appreciate it. Everybody's support, everybody's caring and messages and all of these other things. Really and truly, I do. Yeah. So as far as what I'm doing from here, well, still looking for a job. Worst comes to worst, going forward for at least the next couple of months, I have one other kind of like Hail Mary I can throw down. So having May covered at least made it so that I didn't have to do that last month, and I only have to do it this month, which gives me just enough time to see if maybe, just maybe, I can get some kind of work going. Either I pull less or not at, or don't have to at all, depending on what happens. We just gotta try and we just gotta see. At this point, I'm trying not to like freak out about it too much, not because like, just because it doesn't serve me, right? I'm here. Shootlanzer is really beginning to kind of like find its footing, and so really the only thing I can do at this point is all I can really do is go. There's no point in like freaking out or doing any of that other stuff. We're just gonna roll, and whatever it will be, will be. You know. So let me drop a couple of announcements in some other spots, and then let's be about it. But yeah, thank you for everybody that donated. We'll be anybody that donated over a certain tier will be getting contacted by the folks that were kind enough to supply the tea for the for that incentive level. They will be reaching out to you separately about like that, how to receive those things and all that other stuff. So thank you for that. And please enjoy your tea. gonna be really good. I like I said earlier in April, I've had some. Yeah. Mhm. So yeah, um, let's talk about the state of shootlancer because that's because I pretty much said everything I can about the donation drive stuff. So let's talk about the state of shootlancer, where we're at, what today's stream is about, all that other stuff. Um, First and foremost, let me go see if okay, that's an interesting development over there. Can't say anything about it yet. Yet. But yeah, Shark, thank you for taking point on that particular thing. I appreciate it. Right, state of shootlancer. So, last week Wednesday, I was tweaking. Like I was saying then, it was a thing where I didn't want to like tweak a bunch of things because we had a playtest the following day, and it was like, right, I can't really like mess with all of that because like things. It's like the first time showing the game publicly and everything like that. So we did that on Thursday. It went over pretty well. A lot of people are into it. We have like a ton of shit to like work on um, and get done now that we can kind of like work with. But hey, as Nightbot has pointed out, because I this time, well, I think I'm the only person that can set up the timers anyway. I don't know if any of my mods can do it. Yeah. If you want to know more about shootlanzer and you're like, what are you talking about? Munity is the I wouldn't set up a timer without you. Okay. Fair. Yeah. In most cases, if you are ever not sure, you're like, hey, I think it would be helpful to set up. You already know the thing. Basically, just ask if you're like, hey, I think it might be helpful to have this timer. Is it okay if I do that? You already know where to do that and how to do that. So, generally speaking, I trust your judgment anyway. Yeah. See, we understand each other. You see, there we are. We understand each other. Um, but yeah, that went really well as far as like showing it. As you can see, Nightbot is if you want to know more about Shootlancer and kind of like some of the other stuff that I've already talked about with it, or if you're like, I want to go play the prototype myself, there. Nightbot was just yelling and put it there. We also have a Patreon for Unity if you want to like support it, get like special access to channels in Discord and all that other stuff. Or to be specific, the Discord for wow, my brain is doing words too. Discord for Unity, that is, right? All of that is over there. Anyway, so yeah, you'll be seeing probably a lot more of that timer just kind of going off whenever. I will leave it on pretty much all the time now, and that is the way that you can go do that thing. At some point, I will go get like a QR code from KT or something so that we have that, and we can kind of like go from there. So, I will talk more State of Shootlancer stuff in half a second. I just need to like sit down and actually go post a couple of other go lives that I completely freaking forgot about because brain is empty. Bet you, yeah. Uh, yeah, it was me for the first 15 minutes. Yes, I shoot trying to post the things in the places. Yeah, mostly I just like drop off like two things in like a Discord. Yeah, like I drop two things off in like a Discord and another Gilded, and I call it a day after that because like coordinating a bunch of other like coordinating a lot of it otherwise is it's it's a lot. So it's like I put it in like I put like my go lives in like 3 spots and then I leave it alone, which I should probably stop doing. I should probably start making more of a concentrated effort to do it in more places. But it's work and it's exhausting. Hi Shan. I want to do it. And I entirely admit to that. But okay, let me go pull up my task list on Notion because I mean I usually no I get what you mean. I know I know it sounds like I was talking about something entirely different, but it was more in like the thing of like yeah no I just forget all the time, so that's about as much. I have like enough energy to put it in like 2 spots and then that's it, and it gets worse when yeah. Okay, so hopefully you're doing well, Shan. Good to see you. I don't know if we're gonna do a full 3 hours today. Um, I'm specifically gonna be looking at um, I'm gonna knock out like a couple of things and then kind of like leave it there and leave it there. I don't think they will all take nearly as long as it looks like. What does this other one do? That's not due till like way later, so I can bump that up a little later. But right now, the two that I have in progress are right. So they're like two basically. They're two major programming tasks. They're two major programming tasks that I need to kind of like accomplish in a general sense, like for the player and for the tutorial. Player ones should not take very long because it's a little bit of like it's just a little bit of just a little massaging in some spots that are not it's not very difficult to kind of like pick up on. So I anticipate that I'm going to probably knock out most of it for at least one category tonight, and then more over the course of the rest of the week. Probably shouldn't be too difficult. But all right, let's be about it then. So let's see. Case in point, right? A couple of things as far as Fiona herself was concerned. Hitbox. We gotta get. I don't know why whenever I change that one, it also does. There we go. Yeah. So mainly the main thing is just like trying to make sure that we shrink her hitbox just a little bit. Just to kind of like make sure that like you get a little bit more of that because her sprite is relatively tall. Shrink the hitbox a bit so that we can kind of like okay. That's it. Five. Okay. This one is like the actual size of a pickup box though, which is a bit more generous because would rather favor the I'd rather favor the player for that than like, anything else. So okay, lower dodge cooldown and increase dodge length. Thankfully that's not too difficult. All we really need to do is duration 2-5 cooldown. That's it. Oh right, I need to also adjust the project settings. I'm gonna do input map. Change a couple of things. So up, down, left, right is fine there. Fire is there. Spin bomb, JK. You're J. You're K. Yeah, this works now. One of the major points of feedback we got was mostly dealing with like how was like sort of how cramped having a thought there. I just need to see something. How long is the actual spin animation? Which is what I should have been looking at. Dodging is yeah, we gotta make it last a little longer now. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's why some of these frames are repeating and they're holding for too long. Okay. Yeah, like we didn't need to. Yeah. All right. Make this work. $24 half is 12. 24 half is 12. Half is 6. Thank you, Sabira. And all right, now I gotta do it the way that it was before. All right, get back. Gonna look a little. Gonna have to be a thing where I may have to ask KT to take a look at how she animated it before, but I'm not gonna push too hard. Okay, that's why. Yeah. Hopefully you're doing well, Sabira. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, let's just keep it a little bit. We're gonna keep it a little conservative right now. I could have like jumped way higher up on that front. Uh, flex adjustments I can't do. Lower dodge, cool down. That's 32. Three seconds, 2 seconds. Dodge length. Okay. Player movement speed adjustment also happened. So yeah, a lot of this is just like really small stuff. I'm gonna play with it and see how it feels mostly. Idle flying. No, skip here. Oh, did I make it not? I probably made it like not. I probably didn't make it like visible, publicly visible. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I did it. I did it over here. So let's just throw a double on it and see how that feels. Or increase it by, or rather to increase it by 100 and see how that feels. Yeah, that's the part that makes it look weird. Is that maybe even straight cut it in half? Let's see. Because basically, right now, I'm not going to say never, but the odds of me putting the spin below like a second cooldown, very unlikely. Um, Mostly because while I do want people to like, hang on. Killing me. Forgot to change it over. Let me see here. Yeah, it looks like the invul time increase was just about right as far as the spin goes, I think. Because you get about that much time now. Because you get about that, you get, it feels like you get just about the right amount of time. Yeah, it feels probably about right, I think. I need to check how like scores are dealt with, but that's a whole other thing to deal with, I think. Uh, um, yeesh. Okay. I know I can't be. I know it can't be started directly. It's not what I was asking you to do. I just wanted you to save. Okay. Adjusted. Adjusted. Speed. Okay. Can't do anything about visual effects stuff yet, but those are like the major things I wanted to cover, I think, right? So basically speaking, I extended the spin time by a quarter of a second and reduced its cooldown by like half. Like I was saying before, I think at most, right? I think the lowest I would ever be willing to push it is like a second, maybe. But I think that probably just starting by chopping it here at like a second and a half and just leaving it, right? Yeah. Like I don't want to push, and that's the thing, right? I guess now we get to talk about another one of my special interests, hilariously enough, which is fighting games and how this relates to that. So the thing about making changes to a game, right, is that you don't want to like um, you don't want to uh, you don't want to like make changes too aggressively um, necessarily right out the gate, right? You want to sort of think about what you're changing and why. And to sort of talk about specifically how we decided on what specific things to change as far as shootlanzer is concerned, we had a playtest forum during the playtest. And here basically is the way that we kind of like looked at it, right? And this is sort of like my general. Okay, hold on a second. One thing I need to check real quick. I have a bad feeling. Okay, but SJ, if you consider the dash to simply buff my honest low tier character, and if everybody else is dishonest high tier, I have been on the like Hi Lashoy. Like I have been the reason why I had to like just stop and just like die there is because I have basically had to hear the better part of that conversation for the last little while, for the last couple hours, because Street Fighter 6 Akuma is coming out on May 22nd, and basically speaking, he's coming with a balance patch. Coming with a balance patch, and people in a Discord that I'm in will not shut up about the changes that they think need to come to the game, and they just don't understand that like Capcom is not. Okay, good. Okay, so I need to just make sure of a couple other things. So that's fine. Here. Oh. There we go. Also, apparently, the dogs need to go on BRB. Okay. You gonna come back? Let's see. All right. Let's see here. Hang on. Didn't I? Project settings. Oh, did I not? It didn't save because I wasn't paying attention. Okay. Okay. I didn't save it because I was like, why did it go back? It's because I didn't actually save it. So those should be fine now. Close, save. Okay. No, I don't want to exit. I almost closed OBS by accident trying to like deal with stuff. That's not embarrassing at all. Okay. Let's go. All right. I need to. There's a debug I put in that I didn't get rid of. Sugar. Now I have to figure out where I put it. Hang on. Time to do a thing that I have to figure out where I put it. Hold on. Maybe it's in here? Yeah, here it is. I had a debug message to just test, like to just make sure, like the test, like, you know, dying, and then I forgot to take it. I forgot to like comment it out, so that's why that was happening. Okay, good. That's doing what it's supposed to do. I was just double checking to make sure that the dodge link actually looks correct. But right, to finish the thought that I was getting to when LaShoy came in, dropped the meme, and then left, right? Thing is that you want to be incremental. Yeah, but like LaShoy was memeing, right? But it's one of those like LaShoy is memeing about it 100%. But like, no, people will legitimately say things like that or operate from even pros will do it. Will operate from this place where it's like character X is too strong. You need to immediately just like absolutely destroy their ability to do anything for this game to be healthy, right? And I've literally just been sitting on like the back end of I've been sitting on like the back end of somebody or several people having some degree of this conversation for the last day, maybe, and it's just really exhausting. Um, Mostly because here's the thing, right? Testing conservatively, like there's times where you sometimes do need to like crank a couple of things. Like basically, the couple of major things that I really think are going to have the effect here: the dodge length, the dodge cooldown, and the movement speed. I think will probably wind up cranking all three of those at the same time. That effect is probably going to be multiplicative as opposed to just like additive, in the sense that like if you have a longer spin by like a quarter of a second, right? But you're still moving kind of slow, you may still have trouble getting out of the way of bullets or otherwise, right? Doing that plus increasing the movement speed, those two on their own will probably make those two multiply on their own in their own way to kind of like also do it as well. But then throwing on top of that, dodge cooldown being cut in half, right? Basically every second and a half you can mash the dash button like your life depends on it, right? And the balance that I ideally would like to hit from a design perspective is that you should feel comfortable spinning as frequently as you need to like get out of trouble. But you should still have to measure, relatively speaking, right? Hold on. Alright, hold on. That's what was bugging me. I gotta get that to like not do that. Give me a second. State machine. Show the state debug, because I need that real quick. We should be able to do it just in here without having to like check some things. So okay, so when you enter the shooting state, yeah, it's causing something. Hold on. That's what I thought. It's like something. Okay, so yeah, I know you're gonna yell about that. That's not hush. All right. Okay. So the main thing I'm trying to figure out is here. On exit, we're not gonna do that. Not override it because nothing's happening there. On spin animation finished. That's what it is, I think. If I had to guess, because dodging is here, shooting is here. Okay, hold on. No, skipping. Let me take a look again. So basically, the thing I'm trying to resolve, to be clear, is that when Leona exits the dodging state, I want to make sure that her animation is still playing if she's dodging while if she does shoot and dodge at the same time, because it helps convey visually that you're still right, like you're still invulnerable for part of that, but she's exiting it a little too early, which is causing a visually anyway, which is causing a little bit of confusion, and it's not what I want. Hmm. Oh, wrong. Should be this. Okay. Okay. Something real quick. For the switch statement, I just need to make sure of a thing. Oh, that's why. Hmm. Basically, what I'm trying to pin down right now, clarify it, because I've been quiet for like the last little bit. I'm trying to figure out why the animation is cutting off early when I shoot, because it creates it's misleading visually in terms of like actively conveying when you are done. Oh, that's why. Basically, it's not actually affecting your invincibility time when the animation stops that early, but it messes with the player's perception of whether or not they are invincible. I could leave it and it'd be fine. But in an ideal world, I would rather, it not do that. So why isn't it doing? That's interesting. That is very, very interesting. Very interesting because not be able to switch into the same state twice. But also, I saw Shan. Hi, how you doing? Hopefully, if the call was something important, it went well. Good to see you. Okay. Because the main thing I want to solve here, and it's a programming thing specifically, right? I just need to make sure that that we stop switching out of the animation for the spin before it's done. Right? Like there's circumstances where if you spin and then you shoot immediately, it stops. And I need that to stop happening. Okay, hold on. It's going to deliberately break this on purpose. Just a little. Yeah, that means it's something else that's causing it. So, I think anyway. Yeah. Something else is happening here. Oh, that would be why. Figured it out. So all that code is fine. It is literally just that I need to be checking. Silly me. That's why. It's literally this part. Because I was doing this check for if we let go of fire without checking if we were spinning or not, right? That's why. That's my fault. But I think we caught it now. So I wound up fixing a couple of things that didn't need fixing on the back end, but working through it is what got me here. So let's see here. Yeah, there we go. Yep, that was what was causing it. So basically what was happening was that because I'm going to explain it, right? What was happening was in the shooting state, I was only going, hey, if you have let go of the firing button, you should switch out of this state. I was not checking to see, right? Hey, are you spinning or not? And that's the important part, right? So this part is still important, right? Where right? So if we were idle or flying when we came into the shooting state, right? We stop the current animation, we check whether or not we need to be like going forward or backward, right? And then go from there, right? In order to make sure that that looks right. So over here in the update state, right? So that's the important part, right? It's because I had this code without this if statement on top of it, right? We need to make sure, or I could really just do it like this, right? This is the important part, right? We need to make sure that if the player isn't spinning and we're not holding down the fire key, then we switch out, right? Well, okay, these two look almost exactly the same as they stand. So I don't think I need this second one. I just need to adjust one thing. I think I can literally just do this and it will basically do the same thing. So let me test that real quick. I love getting rid of redundant code, but I need to just double check to make sure this works. Good. All right, cool. So one other thing I need to check real quick. I don't think. I think we should. We're almost good on this front now. There's like one little jitter that happens that I just noticed because I watched this like a hawk, but I think we have nearly figured it out. So let's see here. Yeah, there's like a little bit of a little. Not gonna overshoot it because I might be one of the only people that notices that. So, all right, bug fix. Fiona does not leave spinning animation when. All right, so we got that. 1.5 seconds, not 1.25. Uh, I don't want to put it to 1.25. I'm gonna try it at 1.5, and we'll see how it goes over at the playtest later on in the month, and then we'll go from there. So the main thing mostly was that fixing that bug is more of like a visual acuity thing where like because you are now constantly spinning, you have a better sense feel wise of like, right, I can spin through this and I'm not going to get shot. It's about helping to sell the feel of how long it's lasting in addition to, right, doing all that other stuff. So, right, come here, right? Like, once you stop spinning, right, then you can like more visibly tell, right? You can more visibly tell, right? Once you now that like it's not glitching out and like making your spin visibly stop earlier, you have a better way of telling, right? It's a little easier for you to like actively tell how long your spin interval is going on for, which lets you calculate the risk a little bit better. When it was stopping beforehand, and it's a small thing, right? It's not something that necessarily every player will notice, but what I'm banking on is that people will feel that difference now that it's not cutting off like that when you shoot, and that's the important part, right? Um, so right. Earlier, I was saying that changing the movement speed and the dodge cooldown and the dodge length are all like multiplicative, right? In that they all kind of like affect each other in ways that compound a lot faster. And that's sort of the thing that I mean, right? Especially now that you can like actually visibly get a more accurate tell of once you can get like a more accurate visual tell of like, okay, right, I am spinning versus I am not spinning, right? That communication and like communicating that well is sort of like what makes or breaks the difference on that front. And now that it's working correctly, that is significantly less of a problem. So now we've done that. Now I want to go work on another thing. So I'm going to close out all of these. I need to pull up the options menu. So why the options menu? Because hang on a second. I got to go from the title screen. Oh, I turned it off over here in this one. That's why. So we're going to turn on the gameplay options again. So basically speaking, since I'm going to be messing around with this other stuff anyway, options submenu. What does this text say? All right. here. Now I just need want. I have to remember how to set these correctly. Up here, really just add child node control. This one, no, we need add child node hbox container. Going to be add child node control text control text dot not child node text label here and child node drop. Hang on. Thank you for that's about as clear as mud. I just need to see, okay, a modal window used to. Okay, so do pop-up menu. Okay, cool, fine. Add child node. No, that's not right. Okay, I just need... Godot, why are you doing this to me? Of all times, not now, please. All right. Yeah, thank you. Okay, thank you. That's what I was looking for. Like, I just needed that. This is the only thing I needed. Thank you. All right. So, okay, so layout transform should be like what? 300? Yep. Layout transform custom should also 100, 50, 150, something like that, right? Options. Okay, 25 is what's ideal there. Okay, so then this is 25. Also 25. Take this, expand it to fit that, and we should be so okay. And then theme, quick load, normal text. All right, cool. Okay, cool. Blah, 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 blah. I could just do these manually, but let's see. Whatever. Uh, okay. Because yeah, I guess I could do this. So, that's gonna go there. Okay, then we're gonna do. Okay, cool. Uh, that. Here we go. Okay, so hold on, save that. A couple of things I have to like jump around here and do. There we go, canvas scenes. So over here, typewriter effect speed 50. Okay, so we have to do it as, yeah. So the middle is new float 5. So we'll do 60 is the middle. 80 is the last one. 4. Oh, 20, 30, 60. 0, 1, 2, 3. Right? Because the fourth one will just say, don't do it at all. Okay, right. Let me not get too ahead of myself here. The timer is fine. Enemy script is fine. That's also fine. Okay. Yeah, 0, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because the fourth one, we just have it not use the typewriter effect, right? And then it'll just make the text instant. Okay, but that's to deal with a little bit later. Okay, cool. Language text. Paste that. Ready. That. Okay. Audio menu. We're not overwriting that. That can stay. Override on start. Base on start is fine. Later, bottom. So got this over here. So this. Oh, 1, 2. Cool. Okay. I just need to do one thing. Collection. Public enum. Perfect. Because now we can come over here to the language text menu, and now we can just do text speeds dot normal. So the reason why I'm doing this as opposed to just like manually speeding, I could literally go over to, I could just go over to the actual spot in Godot that's currently controlling it and just speed it up that way. and I probably will in a second, just to sort of see how it feels out. But I also just want to kill multiple birds with one stone and just get the backbone for text speed set up now, so I don't have to do it later. I'd rather just do it that way and have it go accordingly. So I'm gonna come over here. Okay, so we're gonna grab this real quick, and I'm gonna go over to line view shootlanzer, and I'm going to say if what we're gonna do now is we're gonna set get value text lang. Oh, I did. No, it should be the same like text. Lang text setting. Okay, namespaces can't do that. Oh, hang on. Can't do that. Okay. That's fine. At some point, I'll find a spot for that to live. Hang on. Yeah, the reason why I'm going to all this trouble is just to make sure that the reason why I'm going to all this trouble is to make sure that I kind of just have like the that I basically have the backbone for like setting the value of these things up relatively early. So when the dialogue starts, we just check to make sure that we have like the actual thing for it. If we don't, then we're just gonna hang on. I should do this. All right. So let's check this. So I went to all that trouble mostly so that ideally, if I did this correctly. Oh wait, we're on a break. All right. Ouch. for those of you that aren't for those of you that aren't in ad hell, I'm waiting for ads to clear before I move forward to the next thing. Uh, I'm gonna actually explain because ah I have been given a request, TN. All right. So for those of you that are not at hell, I need to go prepare something real quick. So excuse me for 1 second while I do that. I'm gonna switch screens over here, prepare a thing because I was asked to prepare it, and then we are going to go from there. Yeah, we don't want that to be there. That's gonna be embarrassing. Again, this is one of those times where I wish I had a where I had 2 monitors, because then I could literally just do it on the other monitor and we'd be fine. So let's see. Folder. Guess theoretically didn't really ask for any of those checks. But... okay, ad break is finishing. Cool. Hang on a second. Just want to make sure that I don't. So I'll save that as a surprise tool to help us later. I need to make sure that quit Discord on that, because the last thing I need for a Discord pop-up to pop up when it shouldn't pop up and cause things to get really fucking awkward. Okay, so I'm going to explain the thing that I've been doing this last little bit while my focus space has been on, because I realized I haven't been talking because I've been thinking. All right. So, because people hate to read, I say this like halfway jokingly, but it's more like people are just saying the tutorial text is too long and it's difficult to pay attention. So one of the things that I am adjusting is going to be related to that. But if I did this correctly, okay, good. So, title screen, I'm just going to sit down and turn on the rest of these buttons, even though they don't do anything yet. First focus should be gameplay options button. Options menu over here. I have to remember how I actually set this up, and I can't. Brain, help me. What did I do? How did I set this up before? I don't remember. Oh, this is bad. Okay. So ideally, I'm trying to set this up so we can like actually change the text options and make the default one faster. Um, shouldn't be too much of a problem. Options. The option sub menu, and then we want to actually put the menu for it under that, right? My piece here. Okay. Oh. This first target should be that one. All right. Okay, hold on a second. I'm trying to remember the thing that I did. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, it's because the audio might have it set manually because of shenanigans. Hold on. Come on, brain. Brain, please pull it together. Give me a little bit more time, please. A little more. I'm like, I know I made those changes somewhere, but not there. All right. Oh, I never said that. There we go. That should fix that. Okay, good. Find buttons to open there. Okay, good. Okay, we almost have it, but not quite, I don't think. Did I remember to bind save settings? That's the important part I probably forgot. Let me make sure. Yeah, I probably didn't remember to bind it. So let's go over here. Yeah, I didn't bind it. And now I don't need to configure that over here. I can just go to... I can disconnect that because it should already configure. Okay. We're going to go to title screen. Okay, that's not related to what I'm doing. I don't think. Hang on, I gotta go. Sorry, I gotta go dig through some stuff that y'all can't see. Okay, so it did do that. So then why is it not doing that thing? That's really annoying. Okay, cool. So basically, what I'm trying to do right now is make sure that it's actually like loading, um, that it's loading the language and text settings correctly. At least insofar as the actual speed, so that I can just like I can set it to do a certain default when it first runs and do all that other stuff. I'm trying to get that set now, so I don't have to do it later. Here, I just that's why I did it. I did it backwards. It's supposed to be lang text. Damn it. Okay. Now I need to go over to this one and make sure. Okay, yeah, that's why. At some point, I'm gonna have to set up a thing where we can just do like a public. It's tempting. I'm very tempted, but I'm not gonna deal with that right now. I think I fixed it. So let's see. Uh, One thing I want to compare real quick. So margins there were all 30s. The margins here, looking at the constants, overrides constants. 30, 30, 30, 30. There we go, much better. I just need to figure out how to style. Okay, that's good to know, actually. Huh. All right. So that's a resizing thing that I'm gonna have to hold on to that for later because that's like a resizing thing that I'm going to need at some point, but not right now. Okay, I think I have managed to unbotch what we're working with here. Yep. That didn't update though. Okay, I gotta check that. So yeah, the thing that I was hoping for works. You notice that like text appears instant now, right? That's because if you go and look at the actual, if you go and look at the actual, if you go and look at the actual, my brain hurts. If you go and look at the actual settings now, I set it to instant, so it and configured some code on the back end so that if it is set to instant, right, it just open. It will anytime the dialogue, whenever the dialogue opens, it will stop to check first whether or not, right, the text speed has updated or not, and go from there accordingly. So I just need to. My brain hurts a little, but we're basically almost there, right? I need to go to the tutorial and make sure that the tutorial takes new updated inputs for whatever reason. Okay. Yeah, yarn spinner, canvas, whatever is fine. State machine stuff is that. I need. Okay. Size was initially. I need to take a look at that, make sure I don't mess it up. Okay, it's 40 by 40 initially. Okay, so action prompt, delete that, add child node, put this one back. Okay, so you do that. Okay. Okay, there we go. So that's all I really have to do to refresh it. I just have to pick something else and then pick it again, and it should be fine. All right, cool. That's much better. I don't have to like undo it and redo it because that would have made me really salty. And then we just switch to keyboard to make sure it's switched. Yep. All right, good. People have said that they want different icons for that, and that will be a thing that we have to deal with eventually, but that is a problem for future me. Good. So yeah, now as you can see, like the text basically goes at instant. That's not the default value. The default value is going to be faster, but not instant. But at the very least, I wanted to set it up so that one of the things that we could control was the text speed and to make that go, faster. Um, because that was the thing that people were complaining about in this tutorial. I have one other thing that I want to show y'all before we actually head out of here, because we are going to head out of here in a little bit. But I've got a surprise, a nice one. So let me just do a thing real quick. Okay. One other thing I'm gonna do, because I don't think the fading in and fading out isn't working very well with this for right now, and I can't be bothered to get it to stop being weird. So I'm just gonna turn off using the fade effect on that, and just we will have to kind of leave it as it is. I'm not going to get too fussed about it. Okay. No, we don't even need that to be public. We can just literally do static. Uh, the- All right. easy bake, right? The basic idea here should be that we should be able to have that run without too much trouble, right? So if I do 0, 1, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So we do 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2. Yeah, so if I do, for example, this in the configuration settings, which I can do in a more friendly way by like going into the game and changing it, obviously. Right, as you can see, the text speed is already set to fast. Normal, instant, fast. I'll do fast, save changes, go back. Previous menu, start game. Okay, hold on. Forgot about that, but I should have just been able to fix that just now. And so, yeah. Basically, I went through all that trouble just to make sure that we would have like configurable feeds for changing texts. Set up the default texts. All right. So, important thing here. Very important thing here. Before we head out, I got a little surprise for everybody. So, all right. Audio not coming through, maybe. Damn it! Shit. Fuck. Yeah, this time it was not on purpose. I know why. I know why it's not. It's because every now and again when I hang out with people in like Discord and things like that, I have to like actively make sure that the audio is not coming through my monitor, which fucks up the stream setup, and I forget to check all the time. Um, Maybe this will work without me having to reset it, but I'm not sure. Those of you who don't know why it is that I'm smiling as if somebody quite literally, as if all my name days have come at once, to quote a particular um, game in specific. The short answer is we are finally getting our first batch of. When I say finally, I only mean in the context of like he's been like the person who's been working on them has been working on them very hard. We've got our own music coming in. That's the thing. Katie was literally like, hey, Sean, can you play these during stream? And I didn't say yes, but I didn't say no either. So, so yeah, exactly, right? So Katie's like, hey, maybe play these on stream. I'm like, and that's why I just, of course, being the wonderful little shit I am, I just snuck over and I went, yes, actually, of course I did. By which I mean I just did. So I will get yelled at later probably, but because sometimes being just like a little, sometimes being a little shit is just funny like that. But anyway, yeah, we have our um, we have our first music and stuff going in. This, you know, yeah, I know that. I know that's why they say that. Just because they say that doesn't mean they're right, though. Charging me for what? Like, no. Well, I don't agree. So now we're at an impasse. Okay, let me stop. 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 If I keep pushing my luck, I'm gonna get absolutely. I'm gonna get fucking caught. No, don't you interesting me? Don't you? No, no. Oh no, 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 no. Don't you do this to me? I don't even remember what it was for. I don't want that. The default drop down. I see you over there, Vallejo. Don't you contribute. Don't you contribute to this. I see you over there. Uh,
Add item, or use one you already have. At the top of the script, we next only the script.
uh, oh, okay. So all I really have to do is just put that makes my life a lot easier actually. I can just come over to this drop down, go to theme and do quick load, normal text theme, and then that should be fine. Um okay, cool. So that works fine. All right. Oh, I'm so silly. I forgot to do this part. But yeah, hopefully you're doing well, Vallejo. Good to see you. Think we should be okay now. I just need to make sure that it yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. So only one other thing I need to do to make sure that this is also fade view out. After both of those are done, I need to okay. Last thing just to try to make sure that this actually looks clean. Okay, cool, 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 cool. All right, that pretty much works. And for now, we're gonna say disabled. Here. Yeah, it's 100. Disabled, fade in. is 9:18 p.m. All right, so we're gonna call that there, because if I mess around anymore, I'm absolutely 100% going to keep touching things that don't need to be touched, and I'll forget things and get sloppy. So we're leaving it. We're leaving it. All right. I did the things that need to be done, and I am not touching. I'm stopping. I am stopping. So yeah, thank y'all for coming by. Deeply appreciate it. So game analysis and design articles I have over on cohost.org/SJSaysGames. I have some past game design articles up on Medium, as you see over there. But most of my other stuff for co-host, as far as like game dev stuff, is going to go there. Sometime tomorrow or Friday, I should have another post for How It Goes with Godot, talking about some of the things that I have been picking up in the time since then. See how all this goes. Now that I have this nice little video for like making it so we can resize the window, I'm gonna be putting that in as soon as I can, because that's really useful. And having that for last week's playtest would have been really, really good. And we didn't know how to do it. But I think now that is not an issue. Or at least it'll be less of an issue. Stream VODs are up at youtube.com/@SJHDoesGames. I haven't updated the playlist yet because my brain is full of eels and it just didn't get done. If you want to support me in the stream, but don't want to like give like half of a sub value to Amazon or Jeff Bezos, Ko-Fi is the preferred way of doing that. You give me a $5 month subscription on Ko-Fi, I keep $4.30 out of that USD. It is never required to do that, nor is it required to, for example, if you want to like it's never required to do that. Simple way to put it. If you want to do other forms of support in terms of like, hey, Sean is talking a lot about having a second monitor. How do I help him with that? Or getting like a monitor arm or whatever. If you see my throne wish list there, there's things on there for like helping to crowdfund a second monitor and a monitor arm if that's the thing you want to do. Or other things that are related to like stream organizing or funny stream redemption items and things of that nature. My card has all my other social media links, but really I'm primarily active on co-host. You may see me like occasionally on Blue Sky doing Blue Sky things, but more likely than not, it's going to be co-host where I'm at. If you want to hang out with us when we're not doing stream stuff, join the Guilded. I don't mess with Discord because Discord just makes decisions that get on my nerves. So we don't have a Discord anymore. We have a Guilded instead. And then last but not least, if you're interested in Shootlanzer and want to support the development of Shootlanzer, right? Our indie game studio co-op that's making it is called Munity. It's called Munity. Website is just munity.games, as you see there. We have a Patreon. If you join that, you get basically extra dibs in our Discord where you're able to kind of like give feedback and sort of do that, as well as get your name in the game credits. Very important. And then if you want to actually play let me phrase that differently. If you want to play the current version of the Shootlanzer prototype, you can go over to munity.itch.io/shootlanzer-prototype and play it there. We will be updating it as we hit certain milestones up to a point, as far as I'm aware. So, like, all the changes that you see happening in May will eventually be up on the new version of the prototype at the end of May, once all the changes have been in and verified and all that other stuff. And so that's pretty much all I've got. Friday, we are going to be playing our first Fighting Friday game of the month. I don't really know what it is yet. I can tell you for sure that the third to last Fighting Friday this month, please look forward to it. May 24th, 2024. That's when, by that time, Akuma would have been out for 2 days in Street Fighter 6. So whatever we were doing in the previous weeks, we will be playing May 24th, Street Fighter 6, checking out Akuma, seeing what's up with that, seeing how Cammy got hit in the balance patches that's gonna drop around that time, and we will go from there. So if there's any day for Fighting Fighter that you really don't want to miss, 24th is the day you absolutely want to catch, straight up. Aside from that, this upcoming Sunday is more Breath of Fire 4 stuff. That should be when I have the giveaway for the keys that I've been meaning to give away for Under Night, In Birth 2, Sis Celeste, and Slave Zero. So if you like your boomer shooters and you like your fighting games, the giveaway will be this upcoming Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time here on the channel. Did I say Sunday or fudge? Did I say Sunday? I can't remember. It was supposed to. I think I said Sunday. I think I said Sunday initially. But if you put it for Friday on the thing when I asked for the reminder, then you did the right thing, and I'm the one that messed up. So don't stress it. If it doesn't match, okay. No, if last stream I said Friday, then that's what it should have been. So I lied. We'll be doing the giveaway in 2 days. The giveaway for the fighting game keys will be in 2 days. This Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So the 3rd of May, that's when we're doing the fighting game giveaway. My brain is like, and I got my dates mixed up. This upcoming Sunday, we will be playing at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, more Breath of Fire 4, no game key giveaways. The game key giveaway will be in 2 days, on the 3rd of May, at the end of that stream. And we will be playing Street Fighter 6 on the 24th of May when the Akuma balance patch drops and all that other stuff. Thank you, Shark, for keeping me honest. I know that you did me a favor and set up a thing in the stuff to double check that. Thank you. That was correct. And the thing I said last stream was correct. My brain farted out and I didn't remember what I was doing. I'm not going to say I don't know why y'all watch me, because I know what that answer is, and I'm not trying to get snatched up. I just appreciate that y'all are still here, still watching, and doing these things. Truly, I am. Ideally, by next week, Wednesday, we will see if we have more music stuff going on. I may have more stuff knocked out for Shootlanzer by then. It will be a very interesting time. So, the TL and the DR. Where are we going to go hang out? Because we need to be moving. We haven't been to go hang out with Silver, so we're gonna go hang out with Silverstone Condor, because right now they're playing some Helldivers too. Please give him an SJH does raids when we get over there. Let them know who sent you. Throw in your favorite emotes. They don't have to be my emotes. Let's run down before we get hit by ads. Fighting Friday. This Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Game key giveaways at the end of that stream. This upcoming Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. More Breath of Fire 4. That'll be cool. Friday, May 24th. Street Fighter 6. Akuma patch drops. We're going to be playing, seeing what happened, see what balance changes we got. So, all that said, until the next time I see you, stay safe, wash your hands, wear a mask. Don't go outside if you don't have to. Be excellent to each other. Not to bigots, racist, turfs, sexists, anti-queer folks, or Zionists, or people who are fine with bothering college students who are standing up for what is right. And I know I said that last week, but I'm saying it again. Or last stream, but I'm saying it again, whatever. These are your reminders. Palestine, the Congo, and the Sudan must be free. Trans rights are human rights. And reproductive and bodily autonomy belongs to everybody. Period. There's just no debating that. All right. We're beating the ads. I'll catch y'all later. Stay safe. Until next time. Bye.